Welcome back, folks. This is it. You're seeing NVIDIA out there getting pummeled a little bit. Nothing too bad. You guys know, if you're in my Discord, you guys know I got a lot of that. It was up roughly 70%. Now it's up 60-something percent. And it's okay. We're going to talk about XRP here. What's going on there? I did my first little purchase, and now what's the plan for the big amount? I had over 1.2, 1.3, 1.4 mil in crypto. I am now not at 1.2, 1.3, 1.4. I'm roughly, I think, a little over 100,000. And I'm now going to look to move $1 million into crypto. We're going to talk about that plan today in this video. And so a lot going on. Is there going to be Bitcoin? Is there going to be XRP? Is there going to be Ethereum? And Kronos. Are you kidding me? Kronos? Crypto.com's native crypto. And yes, it was funny because I got a notification on my phone and it said, your investment's up, I think 50% today. And I was like, what? And I remembered in the crypto.com app way back, I'm talking years and years ago, I ended up buying their crypto. And just, I think you had to put so much in, and you get a credit card to pay, all this stuff. And I just never, ever looked at it again. It's been sitting there. And I had it staked. And so I got a nice little story for that one. We're going to talk about that in this video as well. Now, before we get into it, though, make sure you join the Discord today. This is it. Code LEARN. Before it expires, take advantage of it. LEARN at the end. And when you're checking out, should be automatic to get it down to $25. But if not, you can use that. It's the place to go. And I want to do some shout outs in the Discord real quick. iBeach, I see what you're doing there. Hail in there with the wins. Swisher Sweets with the wins. eCrypt with the wins. The Arkansas Dog with some wins. Kaiser Yi, Donnie Lama. I love seeing it. Iron in the house. Let's go. Luke, let's go. Donnie again with the win. Brian in the house. Coog in the house. We got everybody dropping wins. I love seeing this. Ace Master in the house with the wins. iBeach again. Just a ton of good things. So if you guys aren't in there, we got expert traders. You got me in there doing my thing. We got thousands of members. It is the place to go. And for 50% off your first month, you can do it today. Use that first link down below. And the second link too, of course, we got this ready to go. Spots open for today for the webinar. And if you want to learn, you want to see what's going on right here, the 4-step framework for successful technical analysis, it's free. You can just sign up today and watch. It's about an hour long. I do recommend it. And of course, my live teaching session next weekend, not this weekend, but next weekend, Code Money. We have the spots opened up. You guys can come over and join, and you can learn my technicals, Dr. Stocks options, Crypto Will's Crypto, or all three. It's up to you. Now, check this out. So I'll start with the story of the day for everybody out there. Let me know what you're doing. Hit the like button. I'm actually curious. If you're watching this video, you're listening to this video, and you got access to type something, where are you watching or listening to? Do you listen to this every day? I used to go to work, and I'm going to talk about this story here in a second about how it affects me. But I used to go to work every morning. I listened to Bob and Tom in the morning, and I had to do certain things from 8 o'clock till 9:30. I always had a set schedule. I kind of did certain things, and I'd listen to them and listen to Bob and Tom in the morning, or until 10 o'clock. I had to go 8 to 10:30. It was a schedule, but I could listen to them to 10 because they turned off at 10. Then for a half hour, I was like bored. And so I'm just curious if there's anybody out there that listens to me that you're entertained for a half hour out of the day, or 10 minutes, I should say. This is a 10-minute one. 10 minutes out of the day you listen and you're entertained. And where are you at? You work? Where's work? All that and the other thing. I'm actually curious. Now, moving on. All right. So I get a text last night, and I was looked at my phone, and it said, I thought it was just messed up. It said your investment's up, I think 50%, and I was like, what? And I knew I had a couple thousand in there, and it said Kronos up 50%, and I thought, oh, it must have been a flash, like a flash buy up and down, and it triggers and it sends it out. So of course I log in. I haven't logged into that for years. I'm telling you, it's been years. Anyway, so I go in, And lo and behold, I see it's still up. Like you could sell it right there and get out. And of course, I'm not going to sell anything, especially since I thought, well, I better see what's going on. I Google Kronos and this pops right up. Trump media firm raises 6.4 billion to invest in crypto.com's digital token. Deal includes purchase of Trump stock. Wow, is all I could say. So I understood why it was up 40 or 50%. I was actually curious why it wasn't up more. You got the president of the United States getting involved. Why is it not up more? This thing is absolutely, in my mind, I thought it would be up 100%. Not yet, but interestingly enough, it ran like a champ up there. Let's see if we can find it. Let's go to the charts. Kronos. Let's see. Kronos? Right there. Kronos. Yep, there you go. And so obviously this is happening. You can see us over the days here. And I didn't realize it because, you know, I'm down here at 15 cents. Oh, I take that back, folks. It is up 100%. It's up 100% since then. And that's what I was saying. This is the first time I'm charting it here. Anyways, so here you go. Boom, boom, boom. 3 major candles to start for when, you know, my 15. Wow, look at this. Wowzers. Wowzers. It was all the way up here. So are we going to get the new highs on this with the president getting involved? I think the answer is yes. I think the answer is yes. I would be shocked if we don't. And what are the highs here? Wow, way up there. Yeah, $1. So will Kronos hit $1? I don't know. We'll see. Maybe, maybe not. We'll find out. But yeah, he's involved in that, and there you go. It's starting to do its little run thing there. I'm sure there's some short squeeze going on, but I figured I'd bring that up. So it was a pleasant little surprise. What was in there, you know, $2,000 is now more, and so I was excited to see that. So we'll see where we go with that, if that continues to run or not. Now the downside, I had mine staked once again. And it got me nice rewards. But in staking it, it has a 35-day unstaking line that I have to wait. So there you go, folks. And so I couldn't sell if I wanted to. So I'm going to be watching it. And no, I didn't want to sell it, just to be blunt. So now we're back to XRP. You guys know I bought, maybe you don't know, I bought my first thing. So I took out probably 1.1 to 1.3 million in crypto and sold it. I sold it all. I have about a little over 100 and something thousand in crypto left. That's XRP, Ethereum for the most part, those two. Now, I bought 10,000 worth of Ethereum yesterday, 10,000 worth of XRP yesterday. It's my first buy, and we're going to go from there. Now, why the first buy? Well, we're at a point where I think we're going to have a major either run up or a crash. Remember how much I just took out. Just say cool mil and that I have in cash, and I put 20,000 back in. That's 2%. It's actually less than 2% if I actually go with the total amount of like 1.3. So in other words, it's hardly anything. But it's the first move. And so from here on out, I'm going to be watching the charts, and there's certain things I'm looking for. A confirmation above this resistance, I'm looking to buy bigger. A break below the bottom, I'm looking at the different support levels and I'm buying in there for XRP. So I like XRP right now. You can see what's going on. It's right there fighting the 50. It's been pretty strong on this increasing higher lows, if you will, but the highs become lower high, lower high, lower high. So something's gonna happen. Somebody asked me, what do you think? Well, obviously, I believed before the Fed did their thing Friday, we were going down to 270 to 240 range. So I have this line here. This is my buy zone below here. All right, so this is the zone where I'm kind of watching XRP to give me a chance to get in and to get in at a very good price. I really would feel comfortable at 275 down to 240. In that zone, no problem adding on a little bit. I don't know if we get there. So I started buying right now. And if we bounce back up and confirm, that's fine. Above this resistance, I like that. That means we're going in the right direction. If we break down and go down, that's okay too. That means I get the buy-in at a cheap price. Remember, I sold 90-something% of my crypto. So now it's sell high. I sold a lot of my XRP at 360, 330, 320, and now we're down here where it's reload time. And you can see I just follow the chart. I follow the chart, follow the candles, and we'll see how it goes. And that's what I'm watching for. So that 5's down here, the 13's down here, everything's together. I call this a point of destruction when we get this close. Where you can see this, oh man, this nasty looking shape right here for you. This is not something that makes me excited, especially with this push down. And we got the RSI down to 48. That's under 50. I don't like that. So I'll wait. I'll be patient. I'm going to continue. If I get a big red, I start to buy in slowly and steadily. If we get to break above, I buy in slowly and steadily. I believe personally, that we are going to have a little bit of volatility and nastiness up to the end of September. At that time, I do believe with the Fed and the Treasury replenishing the Treasury accounts, they'll be finished. The headwinds stop. We're good to go. And from there, we'll have the SEC coming out saying some good things. I think, obviously, with Trump and his people doing their thing with all these billions and billions of dollars invested, do you think crypto's going up or down? Do you think they're going to do everything they can to make crypto? Remember what they told you? They're going to make the U.S. the capital of crypto in the world. Right now, I would absolutely believe that. And thus, when you see these kind of numbers being thrown out, it kind of tells me that's what we're looking at. And so from this point, here's my portfolio. You can see the 30,000 over in the Kraken. And Coinbase, I have about 66. Well, we don't like that number. Let's change that number. That was way too many sixes. There you go. Well, still, I can't win today, guys. So from here, you can see this number as well. Put them together, it's about 100,000 there. And I do have some other places a little bit, and plus I have the money in the bigger account, which I'll share it later on today. And it puts me over 6 figures. But I know a lot of people are waiting for those big purchases for crypto, and I know they are coming. They are coming. So I'm going to slow and steady. Not be in a hurry. Let the chart define what I'm doing. Like I have 0 Bitcoin. 0 Bitcoin. Let's go ahead and talk about Bitcoin first. We'll get into the Bitcoin, go over to Coinbase, boom. So Bitcoin first. This is easily bearish. 13 cross down here over the 50. 5 cross. Everything's down. I'm just watching this for now. If we confirm back up and it starts to run, I can jump back in. I do want to own some crypto. I do want a little of my portfolio to, or not crypto, be Bitcoin. So that's what I'm looking at there, right? And so that one's that. That's bearish. You can see we're just kind of consolidating. Up we went, down a new lower low. And now we're consolidating. I'm not going to be surprised to push up, and then we'll see. It's bearish for now. Until they can reverse above the 5 and the 13 and get that to reverse, it's bearish. That takes us to Ethereum. You guys, we already talked about the XRP. Now, Ethereum's just holding strong. This thing's a beast. So I ended up buying a little bit yesterday on the red candle, and we'll see where we go today. If the 5 does cross down below the 13, and we have that 5 cross the 13 like we did here, I expect to come down and retest down here around 4,000. I thought we would have got there, but that day here on with the Fed saving everybody, that took us way up. I was actually ready to pull the trigger at sub 4,000 and down to 3,800, but the Fed took that away from me. And so I'm a little upset about that. But we're back down to 4,500, and we'll see where we go here today. But yeah, I bought 10,000 of that, 10,000 XRP, and then moving forward, I'll continue to make big moves to get that $1 million fully invested or more into crypto by the end of this month, next month, into October. That's when I want to be fully in. So for everybody watching, saying, Mo, what's the plan? I'm taking a big risk. And I'm going to teach along the way. So these videos are meant to be educational, to show you what I'm doing, to explain it. I sold high, locked in another $250,000 in profit. It takes me 400,000 or 500,000 in profit, even more on crypto this year. It's been a great run. And so it's life-changing for me. And of course, I want to make more. And so that's my game plan. So if you want to follow along, hit that like, hit the subscribe, make sure you're part of this channel. But the best thing you can do to know when I do make my moves, join the membership down below. I can't tell you enough that you hit that first link, code LEARN to get in. You also can join through the join button here on YouTube. You can join as an earner, but there is no discount code for the first month. You just go right in. So that's up to you. Second link down below does get you into the webinar. That's on the house, no cost. Third link down below does get you over to the live session, and the fourth link down below gets you over to Kraken, where you get to trade 100 and get the 25 XRP deal they have going on right now, which is that link right there. That's up to you, though. I appreciate you all stopping by. I will see you in the Discord today.